Looking back in time, we can find some interesting and amazing events that have happened. It's especially fun to look back and research events that have happened in history on our birthdays or during the month and year we were born. I was born in November of 1995, on the 20th to be exact. And today I'm going to be talking about some events that have happened during the time I was born. Starting off early in November of 1995, on the 3rd, the first NBA games were played at the Fleet Center, Rose Garden, and the Sky Dome. On the 4th, Woo Soon Ko won the LPGA Toray Japan Queen's Cup golf tournament. Also on the 5th, the first NBA game was played at General Motors Place, where the Vancouver Grizzlies beat the Timberwolves 100-98 in overtime. Another thing that happened on the 5th was the assassination attempt of the Canadian Prime Minister by Andre Dallaire. On the 7th, Howard Stern's second book called Miss America was released and was the best-selling ever. On the 10th, environmental activist Ken Saro-Wiwa, along with 8 others from the Movement for the Survival of the Ogoni People, were hanged in Nigeria by government forces. On the 12th, the 25th NYC Women's Marathon was won by Tegla LaRope, and the 26th NYC Marathon was won by German Silva. On the 26th, Dolphins QB Dan Marino set the NFL record with a 343rd touchdown pass. The cost of a gallon of gas during this time was $1.09. The cost of a loaf of bread was $2.02, and the cost for a dozen eggs was only 87 cents. Some popular movies around this time were Toy Story, which is still one of my favorites, Casino, Golden Eye, Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, and Leaving Las Vegas. Popular TV shows were Mr. Show with Bob and David, What a Mess, In Search of Happiness, The Clinic, and The Friday Night Armistice. The top 3 songs during this time were Fantasy by Mariah Carey, Coolio by Gangsta's Paradise, and Runaway by Janet Jackson. The most popular books in November of 1995 were The Headless Ghost by R.L. Stine, which was a part of the Goosebumps series. I would read those books all the time as a child. The Lost World by Michael Crichton, My American Journey by Colin Powell, and The Lottery Winner by Mary Higgins Clark. Last but not least, I will be talking about the most popular video games during that time. They were Anvil of Dawn, Draft Arcade Classic 1, Carnage Heart, Frontier First Encounters, and Rayman, none of which I played or remember at all. I was really amazed about all the things I did not know about the month and year of my birth. It's always cool to look back in history and compare things to how they are today. I hope the facts I've shared have intrigued you to research the history of your own birthday. You never know what you might find out. And this is my lovely audience.